All right. Oh, wow. That joined pretty quick. But hello, welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dino action. A little bit late there. I was just finishing up some stuff. Get right into the action. Dino Destiny, as you guys, some of you guys may have known. I've always wanted to try this ever since it was released, but the thumbnail art, the colors are inverted in case you're wondering. Oh, that looks kind of familiar. And then the little dinosaur is sitting kind of in the middle there instead of that human, I assume it is. But Draconic Destiny for 1 and 2 red. It's in our colors. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has flying, haste, and pay 1. This creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It's a dragon, blah, whatever. Hey, Pterosaurus, how's it going? How's it going? I did see your message there. Just explaining about the thumbnail from tonight, the inverted colors, and all that good stuff. And if you guys have not tried this out, think back as much as you possibly can. Was a lot of stuff on the ground. This thing gets somebody, hopefully somebody big off the ground, but on fault. Oh, excuse me, I ate too much for supper. It gets that dinosaur, other creature, whatever it is, off the ground and makes it bigger the following turns. Chances are the opponent may have trouble dealing with a big flyer, especially, of course, we're spoiled in dinos. Carnage Tyrant, hexproof, boom, right there. Make it an 8/7 flying. Possibly you'll be able to have a little bit extra mana the turn you slap Draconic Destiny on this and make it a dinosaur dragon. Fantastic combo. But again, future turns, you know, you're sinking everything into it. And I do have to point out, Draconic Destiny says enchanted creature gets blah 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 and has, that's a key thing. So it gains this ability. There is something that synergizes with that. Oh, Castle Garenbreg, I mean, we'll pay 4 lands or tap 4 lands, tap this, but we get an extra mana. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells or activate abilities of creatures. Draconic Destiny, of course, is now an ability that the creature you attach to it gains. So that's lovely there. It's not too crazy. Paulo, how's it going? I'm doing well. Hey, that's all good. That's all good. Even if you pass to say hi, you watch it later. As always, I will have the chapters whenever this is finished. Maybe I'll go for 2 hours, an hour and a half, but yeah, I do appreciate it. Very excited tonight. Big Scary Dinos continuing with all that. 4 Carnage Tyrant, 4, 3 Tyrranax Rex, the standard stuff I've been loving, but making them bigger and scarier and flying. Rakdos Midrange, Mono Green Devotion. Those decks sometimes don't have anything that can deal with something that's flying. So we just get to go right over top, lock up that win. Sometimes it leads to the win. Oftentimes it does. Carnage Tyrant, maybe we get a bit of damage through, but it's blocked by something with Death Touch or Phyrexian Obliterator. Phyrexian Obliterator was causing me a lot of trouble. Doesn't matter anymore since we don't care about Phyrexian Obliterator if we're just right over top. Oh, that's the big change tonight. Otherwise, there's still lots of stuff for 2. Pillar of Origins, lovely. Tap. Add 1 mana of any color for a dinosaur. Thunderherd. 8 things for 2 that are stable. And then 8 things for 2 that are not so stable. I kind of like that. Feels pretty good. But again, tonight, if I do have to cut out Huntmaster, I still want to maintain all that stuff at 2. So that's why Treasure Map is in the sideboard there. Lovely, still doing lovely for me. Oh, you've been using Luca a bit. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. It has been nice, yes. I was trying to work in Luca, Bound to Ruin in this list, and definitely I think I probably will, and I'll go back to him for sure because he can take out multiple things with his -4. But I just didn't feel I was able to work it in, and I wanted to have some space for Zilortha. It's not often that a deck really makes sense, super sense with this, but Draconic Destiny, paying 1 mana of any color to give +1/+0. Zilortha turns that +1/+0 into technically +1/+1, and that is a pretty fantastic thing. Not that it will be super applicable, but Zilortha, and then you slap Draconic Destiny on that, and oh my goodness, that's scary as well. Hopefully they don't have removal. Excuse me. I'll be crossing my fingers they don't have removal. Yeah, we got a bunch of lands, 20. I like a more reasonable person, so that's kind of nice. I'm liking 20. 20's feeling good. Still, you know, plenty of basic lands. And I probably could trim that down because there is only Thunderherd Migration that is grabbing basic lands. I could increase the consistency, maybe go 2 more Karplusan forests, something like that. So we'll definitely keep that in mind as a sideboard. Moving on to that, back to nature. Well, we won't be caught out tonight, hopefully, against enchantment decks. Of course, 1 in a green, instant speed, destroy all enchantments. That certainly does the tricks against Yorion, Enigmatic Incarnation, Fires of Invention, all that good stuff. Rampaging Frostodon, well, I mean, stop life gain, stop. Decks with tokens, that's where it's at. Angels, if we ever face it. We've got fantastic shutdown potential. And then, whether I need this or not, I'm going to be flooding. I know. I feel almost sick to my stomach. I'm going to be shedding some tears. 20 lands. I'm going to flood probably every other game with that. I mean, 20 lands in a dinosaur deck. We've got stuff that costs 6 and 7 and Ghalta. And, oh, man, that is overkill. My goodness. Again, for anybody that is just jumping on and watching this here, yes, 20 lands it's low, but you must factor in all the other stuff that's ramping, and sometimes for 2 things. 16 things for 2 that ramp and keep the game plan alive. That right there, I mean, allows, I think, for a low land count like this. The Celestis or other thing that taps for mana, that sort of thing. Treasure map, of course, once it flips, gets a bunch of treasures, so that's quite nice. But yeah, going back to Sword of Forge and Frontier, maybe I don't need this. I think it's going to be quite nice, though. Protection from green, well, if green mostly can't block a thing with flying, maybe that's the way we win against green and Gruul vehicles, that sort of stuff. But it is just a fantastic equipment on its own, so I want to keep using it. Arfi, how's it going? I'm doing well. I've got coffee. Yes. Took the suggestion about the new sword. Maybe Draconic Destiny is going to be enough. We're going to find out. But it will be nice to have this to give something protection from red and green. It's certainly a lot cheaper in Arena. Basically 0. It was basically 0 for me. And in paper, this thing is getting quite expensive. But 2 and 2? Yeah, I could see 2 and 2, but I love the feeling of Draconic Destiny, and it's not legendary, which is nice, so you can make multiple dinos fly, that sort of thing. I have to remember which, okay, this one, because there is lots of variations. Sometimes I click the wrong one. But yeah, just making a big scary dino, Tyrranax Rex or Carnage Tyrant, flying as well in that to really lock things up. Ben. Oh, I'm facing myself. My name is Ben. What? I'm covering the name of this opponent there at the top there, but that is freaky. Yeah, I'll definitely consider some sort of splits. Certainly be tweaking things, but it just makes sense to make the big scary dinos even scarier with this. Flying Ghalta, 13/13. Later turns, or that turn, even worse. Wow. Of course, there is Double Strike. Double Strike would be good. Ember Cleave or various other things. That would do similar tricks. We'd win in combat with Double Strike. And let me think here. They'll know we're on dinos with either one, so might as well go Thunderherd. Reveal the big scary Carnage Tyrant and hope we're fast enough against what seems to be mono red. Yikes. We will get to Carnage Tyrant eventually. Whether or not it's fast enough, that might be another question. Ooh, at the very least, yeah, we get to go 2 Pillar of Origins. That gets us Carnage Tyrant next turn. Likely, you know, they can't use any burn removal on Pillar of Origins. They could have a Braid, destroy an artifact, or deal 3 damage to something. A creature. Alright. Carnage Tyrant is coming down next turn. They know it's coming down next turn. Unless they do something big. Something bad's about to happen. Now we'll see how we're feeling. Well, I can't attack with... Oh, another Carnage Tyrant. Whoa, what's going on here? Okay, there we go. We can't attack with Carnage Tyrant, but definitely I'll try and attack with... maybe this one I just played. We'll see. We'll see how we feel. But we are at 9 against mono red, and that's not a fun time usually. Maybe they just won't attack because he is so big and menacing. We can start picking off their creatures, and it's not going to be a fun time. Okay. Makes sense. Definitely. Take us as low as humanly possible. Embercleave coming down. Oops. Nuts. This is not so good. But we still get to take out Carnage Tyrant, so that is a pretty good positive. We are at 3, which is kind of scary, though. Ooh, Regisaur Alpha. That I like. Let me think. It would be nice to go Draconic Destiny on Regisaur. Embercleave, well, that's going to be problematic for whoever they slap it on. That's the thing. Well, Regisaur Alpha is our best bet. Unfortunately, just get 2 bodies and hope for the best, but sometimes mono red, you might be dead. Ooh. Yeah, with Fervent Champion there, that does lock things up, I imagine. Oh, they must have another Embercleave too. Oh no, never mind. What are we doing? Huh? Eesh. Oof. Ouch. Pain. Suffering. But, well, Draconic Destiny was nice. Let's just go with Sword of Fortune Frontier. I like that. Yeah. That's about it. Treasure map, possibly switch it with Huntmaster. You know what? I'm going to switch treasure map with Huntmaster because this guy's probably dead quite easily. That's right. Well, I mean, I'm missing a sweeper. Well, I was hoping not to get caught out and face something that a sweeper would have been quite fantastic against. Well, hey, you can't shock or play with fire or lightning strike a treasure map. I guess you could play with fire because it would burn the treasure map up. Would it be so good? And maybe another cheaper dino. That's something I've been trying to work in, sort of in the middle there. Ripjaw Raptor, of course, should always come to mind. Something to give us a little bit of time, and just something that can come down a little bit earlier. A nice blocker. And there are quite a few nice blockers. But it's definitely nice seeing Ghalta, especially because it is 2 bodies there. Gonna have to hope they don't get that Embercleave. Maybe they have a bunch of them. Uh-oh. Ooh. Classic Turn 2 Burning Tree Emissary and Robber of the Rich. Not a pretty sight. Not at all. Celestis. You know what? I can go with the Celestis and still activate the treasure map with the Celestis's ability there. And that, oh, another Regisaur. That is going to be good. We'll be able to get the first Regisaur next turn. Give ourselves a fighting chance there. Oh, they took it. Now, I forgot about Robber of the Rich's effect, and now they're rich in dinos. Unfortunately for us. That tends to do it. Cross your fingers, no Embercleave. Or maybe Castle Garenbreak next turn would be quite nice. Oh, that does it. That does it. Yeah, well, at the very least, you can see how a sweeper would have been quite nice indeed. Did I have fun in that match? Yeah, well, why not? I still don't know what happens if you click the frowny face or the smiley face. Does that affect anything? Maybe, maybe not. Mono red again. Definitely, it's been a long time since I've faced mono red, but I would expect it in best of one. Definitely that, along with Greasefang. Stuff that folds to sideboard hate, sweepers, and that sort of stuff. Yeah, you just never know. Jeff 919C. Oh, I like the looks of this. Possibly, I mean, we could just slap Draconic Destiny on the Huntmaster, make him a human shaman. Oh, Greasefang? Really? Oh my goodness. What is going on? I was thinking, oh, we won't face Greasefang, and we won't face mono red because it's not best of one. No. You never know. You never know. Anything can happen. It's happening. Oh, Dimir, what is going on here? Do we have Esper Greasefang? That would be quite surprising indeed. Crossing my fingers, Huntmaster doesn't get killed or countered. I think there's a pretty high chance of that, but at least we will get Shifting Ceratops eventually. Hopefully next turn, but you've got to imagine no Fatal Push. This is good. This is very good indeed. And yes, like I was saying, Esper Greasefang, blue, black, and white, very, very uncommon for the most part, but a hasty shifting will be quite nice. Do they have anything bad in their graveyard? I don't want to get them bad stuff in their graveyard. I'm going to hold off on attacking with that shifting there. I might just get that artifact in with Otherworldly Gaze. Excuse me. Oh, phew. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Maybe they kept some sort of removal for shifting on the top, or they're digging for it, or all their answers are part blue and they can't target. Never mind. Never mind. Pain and suffering. Well, Ghalta, well, that's it's not nothing. Draconic Destiny it is on the Huntmaster. Let's go. And hope it doesn't get killed. Or this get countered. Pretty funny, I was actually thinking this scenario might happen at some point tonight. Make disappear, huh? Well, that's not good. Yeah. Oh, you definitely countered it there. Only had one to pay. They used the casualty to sacrifice the Stitcher supplier just so they could get more things in the graveyard and get some artifact creature. Oh, there's the Parhelion. Do they have a Greasefang in their hand? Oh boy. Can they get Greasefang back from that? Okay, well, that tends to do it. Nuts. JDX, how's it going? Besides the crisis of playing oh, no. Not playing a dead game. This is a good game. I am staying positive even after facing Mono Red, Aggro, and now Greasefang back-to-back. Two things you would think are in best of one, but they're in best of three, and I don't really have a whole lot of hate against this because I don't face it a whole lot, unfortunately. But again, I am still staying positive, having a good time. Yeah, well, that's about it. Treasure map instead of Huntmaster. Yeah, we're on to play. Hope for the best and hope we see some bodies kind of getting flooded a little bit there. I think you jinx me, Pterosaurus. Haven't seen a whole lot of good guys. Hopefully I don't see my second copy of Ghalta. That was kind of unfortunate there, seeing multiples of her. But this looks quite nice indeed. Reasonable. We got another Draconic Destiny, of course, and stable ramp with Pillar of and Castle Garenbrig as well. Now there's nothing Pillar of Origins can power out. Huntmaster might be nice again. Draconic Destiny slapping it on that guy and hoping for the best a few times last couple of days. Yes, I know. Teach him how to drive and now I'm thinking shifting. I'm going to try for shifting and see what happens. Hope they were holding that man up for a counter spell, but it could just be a regular kill spell, not part blue. Well, vanishing versus good. Unlicensed hearse, though. Yes, that would be a good thing to do. Okay, we're finally seeing a Marauding Raptor. That's what I like. Definitely. Okay, so it seems like they don't have anything at instant speed that can kill Marauding Raptors. So this is looking good, I must say. Much better not knowing languages. Oh, completely tucked back to you. That gets interesting for sure. Hopefully, you've taught them good words. Greasefang tends to do the trick, especially when they get back Sky Sovereign. Sadly. Yeah, it's just lights out for our chances. Can't win them all, that's for sure, especially when you don't have graveyard hate. But eventually, we won't be caught out. Bound to happen. Yeah, teach them good words from the start. It might be hard for some people, maybe it'll be hard for yourself, but it'll pay off in the end. Big time. Teach them the right time to use the words that they can't maybe use around just anybody. All right. Is it going to be a back-to-back Greasefang? I'm going to just bring in Weathered Runestones, Grafdigger's Cage, that sort of stuff for Graveyard Hate, just to scare them off. I'll bring them in, and then the Greasy Rat is going to go scurrying into its corner, wherever it lives. The Undercity of Kamigawa. Waiting for opponent, taking a while. Maybe there's some sort of glitch going on. It's very odd that it's stuck on waiting for opponent. Maybe It's an Azorius Control player. Naturally, well, they take a long time to play things. Oh, okay. Might end up in a draw, just how it goes there, whenever there's funny business starting a match. Yep, there we go. The game was like, hold on a second, we don't want this person to face dinosaurs, big, scary, flying, hex-proof dinosaurs. We feel the pity, and we've got to look for somebody different. Pumped the brakes on that, and was like, oh, not tonight. Gabe's. Something black related, I mean, I'll get flooded, or sometimes still get mana screwed, unfortunately. Even with 20, not seeing any. I'm back to back. Tonight is just all wackiness. My goodness, no lands, no lands. That's statistically like a percent or two. Especially seeing no land in the opening hand. That's like, it's got to be a 1%, maybe less than a percent. Oh, got to get it eventually, of course. Send the costliest stuff to the bottom. It is sad to send this guy, but, well, we need to at least keep the hope alive a little bit. Oh, well, that's no fun. Starting off with a Thoughtseize. At least we do have 2 things for 2. Of course, the opponent is probably feeling pretty happy about their situation. Seeing us have to mulligan twice, I would feel good. Hey, back-to-back Huntmasters, well, we're going to have bodies. Hopefully we get a payoff for the bodies, is another question. Or just another source red. Slap that Draconic Destiny on, and maybe this is the true Destiny, making Huntmaster fly. Ugh, wow. Shifting would be nice eventually. One day here. Nah, I'll preserve all those guys. Oh, Thunderherd Migration. Thank goodness. Wow. We do have to reveal Shifting, unfortunately, but, we've got 3 lands. And that is very key. Eventually. One day. Do have to grab a second source of green. It would be nice, of course. We've got Draconic Destiny in our hand. Needs 2 sources of red. Don't have 2 sources of red. So that's where it's at. We do need 2 sources of green for Shifting. That is definitely more important at this point. 3 sources of green for Tyrranax Rex. But remember, we've got a bunch of mountains. If those are used for Castle Garenbrig's ability, we turn those mountains into, green mana. And that's good too. That's good too. We'll definitely hold Shifting Ceratops back for sure. That will get blocked by the kitties that just came out from Essica's chariot here. I'm going to take that damage. Hopefully I get to slap Draconic Destiny on Shifting. That would be quite nice indeed, but it seems like they might just kill somebody. They've been looking at stuff. Hopefully they don't have some removal for Shifting after I slap Draconic Destiny on it, but I think that might be the case. I suspect something painful like that is going to happen. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I jinxed myself. Well, that tends to do the trick. We're not coming back from that painfulness, sadly. And man, a sweeper against that. Again, Brotherhood's End, at the very least. Guys, I'm highlighting the usefulness of a sweeper in multiple matchups. You always got to look on the silver lining, indeed. But shifting, or... shifting... I'll keep shifting out. Keep it in, I should say. Treasure map, yeah, well, that's quite nice. Rampaging Ferocidon, yeah, I could see that. Maybe. I'll leave it out for now, because that could be kind of painful for us, especially if we've taken a decent bit of damage from all their creatures, unfortunately. Could hurt us a little bit too much. Oh, we're seeing a land. That is definitely an improvement. One mulligan, though. Oh, okay. Well, it's certainly a lot more lands than I was used to. You know what? I'm going to send Pillar of Origins to the bottom. I don't have anything for 4 shifting, basically. That Pillar of Origins would get us to on turn 3. 4 mana, one of those for a dinosaur. So I might as well keep the Celestis here, which could be a little bit better, a little bit slower, but again, nothing crazy. No, Sheltered Thicket, quite nice. If all goes well, it's looking like we're going to get to Tyrranax Rex. Especially if we get a Castle Garenbreg. Shifting, I must say, shifting is quite nice indeed. I give it haste. Try and throw as much pressure on Sorin and stop some of their advantage. Of course, that token is going to block and protect it, but the +1 from Snorin, the Mirthless. Look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card and put it into your hand if you do lose life equal to its toughness. Ouch. Oh, they got the Assassin's Trophy. That's not so good. I mean, it's pretty good. It does get us to Tyrranax Rex next turn. So I guess that is quite nice, now that I think about it. They didn't do it. Oh, interesting. Well, we'll get rid of a land. We don't need both that I have. I'll get rid of the mountain there. And hopefully get something nice coming up. Oh, another shifting. That is good. But very interesting. We've got a bunch of decks using Essica's. Or maybe I'm thinking the Greasefang. No, that was Esper. That was not part green. They're all blending together at this point. Nah, I'll take out Essica's. I don't want to keep taking damage. And oh, okay, power word kill. That tends to do the trick. We're not going to be busting through that with all the creatures that they have, sadly. Yeah. Azorius Control. That would be my favorite coming up. I'm definitely feeling the Topiary Stomper. Well, maybe it's more right to have it in. I just wanted to free up some space, mainly for Draconic Destiny, Tyrranax Rex, Carnage Tyrant, that sort of thing. partly why I took out Topiary Stomper, and feeling like all the stuff at 2, maybe that was enough ramp to still pretty consistently get us there. But sometimes it doesn't matter what you do, you won't get there. This hand, though, does seem to be the case. Hey, it's a lot better than no lands. Plenty of stuff for 2. Keep the hope alive with Regisaur Alpha, but the opponent's mulliganing twice, I think it was. Should go get some more coffee. Oh, are we facing Gates? That's going to be painful, especially because they've gone first. Dimir. Oh, wow. A lot of Thoughtseize, a lot of black, partially black tonight. Oh, they goofed up there. Big time. They should have taken out Thunderherd Migration, because this is stable ramp that, well, you can't fail to push a basic land. Maybe they didn't have any other removal in hand, potentially. That could definitely be something. A reason why they sent Marauding instead of Thunderherd there. Oh, and we got another replacement. Lovely. We get Regisaur Alpha next turn, no matter what, which is quite fantastic indeed. Hopefully everybody's still sticking around. I have a pretty good feeling that at least one of these things will. Hope it's Marauding, but usually if the opponent has a choice between the 2, it tends to be Marauding that eats the removal, sadly. Or just both things. They do have 2 sources to black, could be 2 fatal pushes coming up. But that's going to take a lot of their resources. They see Regisaur happening at some point. Maybe they're thinking of a counter spell, killing things. Oh. Interesting. Well, I'll take the ping with Stomping Ground. Just have a bunch of extra mana on hand. Okay, no counter spells, no kill spells. Nothing. I think we got them. Certainly seems to be the case. Somebody's going down. They got it. I would have imagined them to concede right away if they didn't have something up their sleeve. Ooh. Okay. But that's still alright, because Regisaur Alpha goes back to 4. They're at 4. Unless they can somehow give it -1/-1 or -2/-2. Yes, okay. Good stuff. They realized that its power would come back up at the start of our turn. Okay, well, what seems to be Dimir Control, pretty much. Alright. Stuff that can't be countered definitely is coming up. Hey, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. A lot better than some of my previous matches tonight. Finally bringing the pain to what appears to be some sort of Dimir Control. Keep things all the same. Maybe Huntmaster gets killed. Maybe it doesn't. But I have a pretty good feeling about this. But yeah, it's been bumpy. Some nights will be bumpy. Doesn't matter what you're using. That happens. And sometimes you get no lands. Oh, okay. They didn't want to feel the pain that we brought already. Oh, flying up tonight. Gold 2, maybe. Just maybe we get to gold 1, and oh my goodness, we might get to platinum. Whew. Wow. But we did get a pack, so cross your fingers. It's something good. I have basically everything from Phyrexia, all will be one. Tablet of Completion. I've actually thought about this. Possibly. Tap, put an oil counter on Tablet of Completion. Tap, add a colorless mana. Activate only if it has 2 or more oil counters. So it's a nice thing. It's 2 and it can tap for a colorless, but you need to meet a requirement. Pillar of Origins, of course, is better than this for dinos, or if you're in a pretty strict tribal deck. But eventually, you could pay 1, tap it to draw a card, but it has to have 5 or more oil counters on it. And we don't really do a whole lot with oil counters. You'd probably have to lean pretty hard into that to consistently, well, at least get 2 on it. But getting to 5 oil counters on this, I imagine, would be pretty difficult, even though, you know, drawing an extra card each turn for 1 is pretty sweet. Yes, oh, scared them enough with that first game. They didn't want to face us anymore. Maybe it's Dimir Control again. Azorius. I always hope for at least 1 Azorius match a night whenever I do this. My favorite matchup. Rakdos, possibly. Mono Green Devotion. It will be nice eventually when I bring the pain with Draconic Destiny. Sometimes things can go kind of dudley, kind of whiff, doesn't work out. There is no hiding. Like I always say, when you're live, it is what it is, but you can always have a good time. Lata Valenzuela. I think so. I'm no deck in the game. Well, speaking of, but at the moment, this variation has 12 big scary creatures that can't be countered. Shifting might not be able to be targeted. Carnage you can't target. Tyrranax Rex you sometimes can't target. If the game's gone pretty long, they might be able to pay the extra 4 for the ward. Oh, Rakdos for the ward 4 cost. Yeah, interesting. But it does look quite stable. We've got Thunderherd and Pillar right here, plus the Castle Garenbrig. It does seem like we might be getting that Carnage Tyrant on turn 4. If we can have 5 lands, that is. Oh, no Thoughtseize. I'm quite happy about that. Of course, nice, stable, shifting. Let's get her done. Now, I may just go Pillar of Origins next turn. We'll see what they do. But at the very least, I've got lots of good bodies, that's for sure. Ooh. Fable, not too scary. Oh boy. Here it is. Pillar of Origins for 2. Thunderherd Migration for 2. And then we've got Carnage Tyrant next turn. They don't know what's going to happen. Maybe I could reveal it. I'll keep that information secret though. I'm on the off chance it does matter. We could possibly play both Shifting Ceratopses. If I draw another land, Castle Garenbrig plus the other 4 that I have out is 6, plus the pillar that I have out is 7, plus if we draw another land that would be 8. But I'm still probably going to go with the Carnage Tyrant. I imagine they have any sort of removal for Carnage, sadly. Hopefully they don't make us sacrifice it. That's never a fun time. Oh, Rakdos Sacrifice. Interesting. Well, just Carnage Tyrant. And here goes nothing. Yeah, maybe Zilortha next turn. I imagine if this Carnage Tyrant is still sticking around, I'll just slam the other one and maybe start to lock things up here. Especially if we get Draconic Destiny. That is going to be quite nice. But a second Carnage Tyrant is a good backup. They probably won't have enough total bodies combined power to take out Carnage. Maybe this turn, depending what they play. Ooh, the Mayhem Devil. Again, Brotherhood's End. That would do the trick against Rakdos Sacrifice. I mean, 3 damage, completely wipe them out. Anger of the Gods, of course, can be nice as well. If you can hit the Cauldron Familiar, exiling that so you don't have to worry about it ever coming back. But the question is, how many creatures will they combine to block? You know what? Let's just swing with the Carnage Tyrant and make them think something scary is about to happen. Oh, okay. I'll just play another one. Possibly jam in Embercleave here. I think I should start using Embercleave a little bit more than I have. That would be nice. Tends to do the trick, but with that Mayhem Devil, we might be dead, depending what they do here. A meta Dino list. Oh, okay. Kiki Jiki. Reckoner Bank Buster. Okay. Okay. I'd definitely be up for taking a look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What am I thinking? They played a Mayhem Devil, and that does tend to do the trick. Sadly. When you have 3 Mayhem Devils out. That's 9 right there. Plus that Mayhem Devil would get sacrificed because just of how the token works, and this is scary. Scary stuff indeed. Okay, well, Rampaging Ferocidon definitely helps in this. Draconic Destiny, well, I'm going to leave it in. Shifting Ceratops can be pretty good, but Rampaging can be quite a bit more helpful, potentially. Especially pinging whenever the cat re-enters, stopping the life gain. It can really buy us a bit of time. I don't have Brotherhood's End in the sideboard. I thought I would try something out, but as it has been proven in this match and many other matches tonight, Brotherhood's End is a great equalizer. That just isn't in. But again, at the very least, you see how it is a good idea. I think I could, it could be a good direction to take the deck. There is lots of stable ramp, Pillar of Origins, Thunderherd Migration, Treasure Map a little bit. So you still could get to bigger, costlier stuff, especially if you are cutting Otepec Huntmaster and Marauding Raptor, potentially. Of course, I imagine Marauding is going to have something bad happen to it. Might as well play it safe. Go with Pillar of Origins there. Oh yes, definitely. Kiki Jiki helping to ramp. Big time. Priest of Forgotten Gods. That's scary stuff. If I can kill it on sight, I do try to. Taps, sacrifice 2 other creatures. Any number of target players each lose 2 life. Sack a creature. Then they add 2 black and draw a card. It's a whole mixture of bad stuff. Good for the opponent, bad for us. Not a fun time at all. Ugh. Hopefully it's not back-to-back Fatal Push. Okay, not too bad. We still get Regisaur Alpha next turn. And that's a good thing indeed. Just keep up the aggression. Whatever they want to block, I don't care. Keep the total number of creatures down so that Priest of Forgotten Gods has a tough time using its ability. And possibly we still get to go with the next Regisaur next turn, hopefully. Get a 4th land here. Claim the Firstborn, possibly on that Dino token. Plus them playing a creature. So they sacrifice our token plus theirs, and then that makes us sacrifice. Ooh. They don't. Okay. Well, at the very least, Thunderherd Migration. Good stuff. Would have been nice to go both of them, but at the very least, we got, excuse me, the 4 lands here. But it does make sense. Kiki-Jiki especially is in a lot of stuff, and I think I should use Kiki-Jiki a little bit more often. Oh, there's Draconic Destiny. The question becomes, another Regisaur Alpha for maximum aggression. I like another Regisaur for maximum aggression. Do as much damage as humanly possible, and that might just be it. I was thinking slapping Draconic Destiny on somebody. Oh, well, yeah, Priest does have to block to live. That is good. Draconic Destiny should get us there next turn. Yeah, one of these days, I gotta have some dino list that at least involves Kiki-Jiki, Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, or the Mirror Breaker. I can never remember what the name is. I'm used to Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker, the actual legendary creature, the version of that from the first time we visited Kamigawa. Carnage Tyrant, Draconic Destiny. Well, they can't kill it for 1 red. Boom. Dead. I don't think they can do anything for a red. Hopefully not. Oh, got him. Phew. All right. Well, that was some good stuff. Taking down Rakdos Sacrifice. Although I am really, again, missing that sweeper. My goodness. The main idea being that, I can, get the job done without the sweeper. But it does seem like something has to be in. Anger of the Gods, Brotherhood's End, Storm's Wrath. 2 and 2 red, 4 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Something that does also hit planeswalkers. I like. Partly why I've loved Brotherhood's End so much, but again, because it does have the potential to hit artifacts with a mana value 3 or less, destroying all those. It's not very common to face an artifact deck, but it is nice to, have something that can bring them pain. Definitely Pillar of Origins. They're going to kill whatever we play, I imagine. Maybe they have a Braid for Pillar? Oh, okay, another land. That is good stuff. The question becomes, I was thinking of both Marauding Raptors, but I think the stability of the second pillar plus Marauding is going to be a little bit better in the long run. Next turn we could get Ghalta, but I don't imagine Marauding Raptor is going to live. Understandable. Maybe they have a whole bunch of removal in their hand and they're waiting for us to do things. All right. Hopefully Marauding sticks around, and maybe Shifting is a little bit scarier for them. Keeping the hope of Carnage Tyrant next turn alive, or okay, not alive. Eaten alive. Well, that is painful as well, sadly. That's right, they expended some resources there. We got to get Carnage Tyrant down next turn, though. Ouch. Okay, no, that's good. 2 bodies, Regisaur Alpha. That's definitely what I like to see. Ghalta potentially next turn if both these things have stuck around. That looks good for us. Hey, we're not blocking Unlucky Witness. We're not giving him any... Oh, okay. Oh boy, look at this. This is why Ghalta is the best. Now can we make something good happen? Still rampaging plus Ghalta. We're attacking with everybody. 15 trample. Marauding is menace. 2 things won't block marauding. 15, 16. That's a good question. Definitely. Well, our best bet is to just do this, because if we stick around and don't do anything, Mayhem Devil will eventually kill us, sadly. Hopefully it does. Math is for blockers. Math is definitely for blockers. Yeah, that's not going to do it. That's all right. We got him once. Azorius Control, where are you at? Should probably use these mastery orbs. One day. Okay. Rakdos Midrange, traditional Rakdos Midrange, but again, lots of black stuff. It does make me think back to Bouncer's Beatdown. 2 and a green, but if you target a black permanent, it only costs a single green. Whew. That could have been nice, especially at the very least to take out Mayhem Devil, but basically it does seem every match tonight a sweeper would have been good. This hand definitely looks quite good. Plenty of lands, nice stable ramp. We got some creature, some payoff. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I was thinking it was just sort of variants. Oh, we've got Azorius Spirits. That is quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. Starting or practicing, getting ready for, excuse me, the release of Innistrad Remastered in a couple days. Pretty sure it's a couple days. I forget exactly when it's going to release, but I mean, we got shifting, and that tends to do the trick against this deck. We got plenty of lands. Like you were saying, Pterosaurus, I'm going to get flooded. And it certainly seems like I'm getting flooded. Ooh, Curious Obsession is going to be painful, but Shifting Ceratops might just simply do the trick itself. Oh. Well, I'll try to slap Draconic Destiny on Shifting and hope it's not countered. I imagine it's going to be. Probably. Geistlight Snare for 1. Oh, I've never played against this deck. That's alright. We got Pillar of Origins. It's not nothing. Possibly could have tried for Pillar of Origins instead of Draconic Destiny. Hopefully getting another Shifting Ceratops next turn. Carnage Tyrant, Tyrranax Rex. We can play them all. Definitely need another Shifting next turn. That might be it. We'll leave Shifting behind. We're not quite far enough. Sneaky Reach potentially. We're going to take out that Spectral Sailor. That's going to be nice. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. It is coincidence. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe I should try 16 land Dino at some point. Yeah, Shifting does have reach. At the very least, we stop Spectral Sailor from attacking us, so that is a good thing. Maybe they don't realize what can happen, which also is quite good. They probably don't want to attack with anybody. Don't want to attack with the Supreme Phantom. It would die and they lose all that aggression and, well, boost in power. Yes. Oh, it is lovely stuff seeing that Curious Obsession just get sacrificed and Shifting. Or jinxing myself pretty bad. 5 land dinos. Oh, maybe I should do like less than that. Best of 1. Because of the hand smoothing algorithm, it gives you, well, it makes for funny business, but eventually we'll get something that isn't a dino. Or we'll just be dead from their complete aggression. Going wide, unfortunately, that might do it. Well, that does line up, I guess, with 5 land dinos. Yeah, I wouldn't go that low. I would try 17 land dinos at some point, definitely. Never done it before. Not really recommended, but still. Every game, every match, it can't be perfect. Okie dokie. Take out Supreme Phantom. No. Shifting to stop the rattle chains. That's what I want to do. Slip out the back. I suspected something like that might be up their sleeve. We're not quite dead yet, but it does seem like that's going to be the case. Another match for the sweeper. I do have to worry about Mausoleum Wanderer at the moment. If they did sacrifice it, it could counter Brotherhood's End or whatever sweeper. Unless its controller pays X, where X is Mausoleum Wanderer's power. We just have to only have an extra 2. Well, that is pretty nice, but too little, too late, sadly. Even when you have 4 Carnage Tyrants and 4 Tyrranax Rexes and 4 Shifting Ceratopses. You don't see quite enough as you're hoping to see. Draconic Destiny, well, we're not flying over stuff because their stuff is already flying, so that doesn't exactly line up. Just get Rampaging Frostodon, bit better aggression, and that's about it. But yeah, I do like facing spirits, certainly because of Shifting Ceratops. It often enough brings the pain. Of course, Rending Volley would be nice, but again, it's been quite some time since I faced them. They are going to get quite a bit more pop there with the release of Shadows over Innistrad. We talked about getting flooded too much. It's kind of tipping the other way. No lands. Hey, oh man, it's all over the place tonight. My goodness. Send the mountain to the bottom, and not a big difference either way, but definitely the deck and most dinos, I think, red and green dinos, lean a little bit heavier into sources of green. Yes, brought him to 1 life, almost. Well, I think we will get there. Definitely I do try to guess it. Yeah, thinking back, this is a bluish deck. I definitely wouldn't have expected spirits. I would have expected normal Azorius Control. Certainly when I see the Seachrome Coast. Maybe. Hopefully they don't counter this. Geistlight Snare. Okay, no, that is pretty good. We get some nice aggression with Rampaging. Of course, it doesn't have reach. It will never have reach, so we'll just attack away and hope we get a Shifting next turn. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Hopefully there's no Ether Gust. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. If they can't deal anything or do anything to Rampaging, that might be over right there. Oh, I think we might have them. Oh boy, they don't have a Supreme Phantom, and Rampaging is going to keep pinging and pinging and pinging. Oh boy, oh boy. Definitely a bit better with T-Rex. Definitely playing Azorius Control, huh? Maybe anybody that plays Azorius Control or various control matchups, it would be nice to fight you guys one night during a fan fight night. Bring whatever deck you want, but just specifically maybe highlighting facing control, various forms of control over and over again, just to showcase how this variation at least can do both. You never know. You just never know. My goodness. Dead. Done. Lights out. See you later. Smoke 'em. Back-to-back Shifting Ceratopses. That's pretty good. Ooh. Ouch. Well, yes. The algorithm... I don't believe in the conspiracies. Anything can happen. It is what it is. But it is nice when you just you get literally back-to-back things, the ultimate hate against a particular deck. But yeah, if you play one deck enough, you will see the painful side of things, the not so painful side of things. You gotta always put it in perspective. Maybe you have a bunch of bad batches of matches, games, whatever it is, and it colors your opinion of a particular deck a little bit too much. You gotta stick with it, get as much of a sample size as you can stomach before making any crazy changes, or just completely giving up on the deck. But hopefully they're maybe shook a little bit. At the very least, it's nice we get to keep that first hand. Decent bit of and Rampaging Ferocidon as well. If we can get this Tyrranax Rex. Now, maybe, if I faced Azorius Control more, I'd change things up. Perhaps Tyrranax Rex is a little bit too costly in this matchup. Yeah, hard to say. Hopefully they let this happen. Good. My thinking is, they see Rampaging Ferocidon, they want to use the counter spell against that and not Thunderherd, which would have been good if they used it against Thunderherd. Something like that. Hopefully. We'll see. But just the fact now that I will have 4, I could possibly go Huntmaster for 2 and Rampaging for 2 after that cost reduction. Lantern Bearer. Pillar of Origins. Well, that is Pretty nice. That's right, I do like still being able to go with something stable, a little bit harder to deal with. But if all goes well, we might see Tyrranax Rex next turn. Oh, that's not good. That's not good indeed. Ouch. Oh, Shifting Ceratops. Too little, too late, unfortunately. Yeah, can't win them all. Oh, yes, Heaven, definitely. The time change did mess me up a little bit this morning, I must say. The time on my stove was off, and I didn't even remember it was the time change. Yeah, well. But you're here now, fortunately, and I'm still planning to go for, well, quite a bit longer, depending if my daughter wakes up. I'm watching her on the monitor right now, and she hasn't stirred too much. She didn't have a nap today, and usually that is pretty helpful. Keep her in bed longer. Ooh, no lands again. My goodness, tonight is all over the place. Yeah, well, there we go. We got something. Send Draconic Destiny to the bottom. It would be nice, but I want to keep the ramping package of stuff. We'll eventually get to 3 mana with Thunderherd Migration here, depending what we draw next turn. Oh, what Dino deck is this? This is a Dino deck that involves the brand new, well, not so brand new, but Draconic Destiny. Make a Dino flying. You can pump it up with the ability of paying 1 any color, give it +1/+. So basically flying to just go right over the top of, well, anything. And it's pretty nice. And there's a lot of stuff that can't deal with a big scary flying Carnage Tyrant. Picture that for a second. Ooh, scary stuff. Got another one. Nice to see a replacement. I'm going to go with the Celestis instead. Keep up the ramping. Even though I can't go Draconic Destiny on. Oh, nope, never mind. I almost thought they had only weak things, but that Skull Prophet is a 3/1. Oh, that would not have been good. Yes, a full playset of Draconic Destiny here. It's going to be nice. Seems like they have a lot of little creatures. This appears to be the basic Golgari Sacrifice, Pests, whatever you want to call it. But flying is going to be good. They have a little bit of flying at the moment with the eye twitch. However, Draconic Destiny may be on Huntmaster there. Oh, yes. That seems to be the case. Draconic Destiny on Huntmaster might do the trick, especially if they don't have any more removal now. That would be pretty funny to win with that. Ooh, but a Regisaur instead. Oh, I like it. Yeah, I just got slightly too big creatures. 3 power, able to trade with that token or combine with the Pest and somebody else to get 4 power and take out Regisaur Alpha, sadly. Definitely sacrifice this token. Hope they don't have a way to deal with Regisaur Alpha. next turn making that guy flying. That's going to be a lot better than Huntmaster. Hey, cut, you know, that's how it goes. That's what I've always strived for, at least here. Just jump on, show you guys stuff, and whatever happens, happens. There's no hiding, there's no funny business trying to maybe make something seem better than it is, which I think unfortunately happens in a lot of cases. Especially if you're not live, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to, you know, just post losses after losses. But live, it keeps things real. I've always liked the idea of it. Ouch. I'm going to be gaining a lot of life. Rampaging Frostodon is going to be quite helpful coming up. I think we might be able to do enough. Well, not quite enough next turn, but Regisaur Alpha is going to get big. Is it going to be big enough? Is that a fast enough clock? Potentially. We can make it 11, 12 power, I believe, if my math is correct. That should do it. Oh, do they want to? Okay. Well, certainly Huntmaster, take out one of these little pests here. They have lots of little creatures. Not too worried about their overall damage, but again, Brotherhood's End. I might have to rename this stream, Oh Brotherhood's End, where art thou? That seems pretty fitting. Well, I don't really need any more ramp at this point. Playing, oh, RCQ, good stuff, good stuff. Oh man, that is unfortunate. Yeah, hey, at the very least you learn a valuable lesson. But yeah, some days are rough, especially in moments like that. That is too bad. Definitely Regisaur Alpha certainly is a lot better than, well, just having ramp. Now, could they kill us next turn? That is the question. 4, 5, 11. But Otepec Huntmaster to block somebody. That should be enough to keep. Eventually I'll do some RCQ high level stuff one day. One day it'll happen. It'll probably be pretty difficult, especially with 2 kids, but that's always the dream. Depending. As long as Huntmaster survives, we might be able to get him. Regisaur Alpha next turn could finish him off, as long as they haven't gained too much life here. Regisaur Alpha getting 6 from Castle Garenbrig's mana, plus 7 from Celestis, making it 12. As long as they don't gain 5 life. And we're still alive. If they take out Huntmaster, we are unfortunately dead right there. They have exactly lethal at this very moment. If they wanted to attack with everybody. Oh, and they do. Well, stop the Skull Prophet. Possibly they sacrifice the Skull Prophet to Dina, Soul Steeper. Powering her up. Oh, okay. We're still alive. Phew. Hopefully they don't make us sacrifice Regisaur Alpha. You're playing Rakdos at a Pioneer. Okay, okay. Huh. Well, that's not good. One day you'll see me play Dinos. Maybe at the World Championship, huh? Who knows? Who knows? But good luck with Rakdos there. Tends to do the trick. Ouch. Painful stuff. Yeah, nothing much you can do about that. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life, and where's Brotherhood's End when you need it? Where's Rampaging Ferocidon when you need it? That is the ultimate shutdown against this. Draconic Destiny? Yeah. I like Rampaging Ferocidon instead. That is massively impactful, even more impactful than flying over all of their little things. Yeah, keep it like that. Hope for Rampaging Ferocidon, but they got us good there. One land. Ouch. A lot of stuff for 2. Oh, no lands. Oof, my goodness. Yeah, I think I'll have to rename the stream. Definitely. The Night of Pain. There we go. There we go. We got 2. We're off to the races here. Zilortha. I'm kind of tempted to keep Zilortha. Nice, big, scary, but I definitely want to play it safe at this point. Expecting aggro. Okay, Lotus Field. Oh, there are definitely decks with maybe more lines. Certainly, at least different lines than Dinos. Not that there's a whole lot to compare to. Lots of other people playing them. Eventually, hopefully that will happen at some point. Just having some sort of comparison would be nice. See what other people think. See what their lines are, and but Lotus Field. Ugh. That's a big, scary boogeyman. So much crazy mana. And they're stealing our Zakama Primal Calamity. That was pretty cool to see, but it makes sense. A deck that is making tons of eaten alive. We're certainly getting eaten alive by this opponent, but yeah, any deck that can make tons of mana, especially with Lotus Field, able to play Zakama Primal Calamity, that's too bad. Maybe there's some Dino list that can ramp out to Zakama and Pioneer, Explorer, whatever it is. It would be nice, but it doesn't seem to be the case. It seems like maybe the best thing is just to sort of cheat it out. Yeah, okay, I was thinking I wouldn't be able to do this, but Celestis we can tap for 1 mana the turn it comes down, so we get to go this plus Pillar of Origins. Next turn, we might be seeing Tyrranax Rex. Had to mulligan down to 4 and got Thoughtseize. Oh, that is certainly very painful. But I imagine Zakama maybe against Dinos wouldn't be too bad. Of course, paying 2 and a green to destroy artifacts, which I have at the moment, is not so nice. But the gaining life, that could be shut down by rampaging, and things still might be okay after that. If it's just Tyrranax Rex or, I guess, Carnage Tyrant. Carnage Tyrant they couldn't target with Zakama's ability to deal 3 damage to a creature for 2 and a red. So Zakama might be kind of a dud if there's Carnage Tyrant out, but likely they have enough mana to pay the ward 4 cost for Tyrranax Rex. Maybe not multiple times, sometimes untapping Lotus Field there. You never know. It gets disgusting amounts of mana with that deck. Oh, Zakama. Scary stuff. I mean, it is cool. Dinos, at least some dino is getting a little bit more of a spotlight. I do appreciate that. Maybe people will remember, oh, dinosaurs can be a deck. Oh, I should look into that. Maybe they'll see this stream as their first introduction and be turned off a little bit. Live, Huntmaster, or draw another land. Tyrranax Rex should lock things up, you would hope, at this point. Oh. Fantastic against mono white. Just pinging, chipping away, taking out all those creatures. Yeah. And having vigilance. Not leaving yourself quite as open for sure. Very nice as well. Okay, we got the Rex. The Rex is gonna Rex. Hopefully it's nice enough to do the job, but again, next turn they could kill us, depending if they take out Huntmaster. Well, I guess, yeah, sacrificing a bunch of stuff tends to do the trick. Yeah, they got the better of us, sadly. Yeah. Lots of little creatures pinging and chipping away. Ugh. Yeah, definitely post it in the Discord. I might have some settings on the stream chat here. Stopping links potentially, just mostly it is to stop the spam, to make it a little bit more restrictive. Some time ago I put those restrictions on because I was getting spam way back when I was starting doing these streams, and it has helped quite a bit. Basically there's been no spam whatsoever since I made those restrictions, but certainly the Discord, that would get the job done. Okay, Azorius Control coming up. Let's see it happen. Okay, we got some good stuff. 2 lands, Thunderherd Migration. Beautiful. A lot of mulligans from this opponent. Okay. I'll take it. Dimir. I imagine it's probably Dimir with Ashiok, the avatar there, and with those... Oh. Esper. I'm pretty sure that's Esper. I forget what house I think it is. Abzan. Who knows? Who knows? The Thunderherd Migration is going, though, unfortunately. Hopefully not. Ouch. That's painful. Definitely Esper. Oh, something wacky. Oh my goodness. Look at all those dinos. Hopefully we get there. Yikes. Oh, another Draconic. It's going downhill quick. Okay, hey, we got something. We got something. One more land coming up. Or something for 2 that ramps. Okay, that's not nothing. I might be dead, but yeah. Oh, I see what shenanigans they got going on. They got Transmogrify. They're trying to search for Atraxa, something like that. I'm not going to block because they might have Stomp from Bone Crusher Giant. But Transmogrify on this, get Atraxa, and we are done for. Ugh. Probably done for. Yeah, that's too bad. They mulliganed down to 4, and we just didn't get anything, sadly. That's a lot of stuff. Yikes. Yeah, not coming back from that. Definitely. Ooh. Where's the crying dino when you need it? I mean, we can only go better than that. But it was unfortunate. Yeah. The opponent going down to 4. Or 3. No, 4. It was 4. Yeah, down to 4 and still making good stuff happen. Not so much for us. But we know what it is. Draconic Destiny. Not going to help out a whole lot. John Forethought sees as, oh, the format is fast and scary. Yes. Treasure map? Yeah. A little bit more ramp. Maybe getting us there a little bit easier, better. Although again, graveyard stuff, or, well, cheating out stuff. Weathered Runestone, of course, would have been quite helpful, stopping Atraxa. Can't keep this, unfortunately. One land. Would have been nice. Stable. Oh. Wow, it's complete wackiness tonight. I mean, no lands and 3 of the 4 Huntmasters. You just never know. Oh, and no lands again. I guess I'll keep that, but not looking so good. Oh, yes, I imagine Azorius Control would. Big time. Hey, so sometimes it's not a dino day, it's not a dino night. There have been painful times before. Absolutely. Of course, I've still stuck with it after all the years. Still going strong. Could get it this turn. Transmogrify on that creature. Oh, that's always scary. Always worried about that. At least we got Regisaur Alpha. It's looking good, I must say. Maximum aggression though. Maybe they block one thing. Maybe they just get that Transmogrify coming up. Discard 2 things that aren't Transmogrify. Oh, yep, there it is. We're not dead yet. Soon, though. My goodness, that is scary stuff. Certainly have faced quite a bit of different things tonight. Can we get him next turn with Ghalta? Well, maybe. That's our best chance, because if we sit around twiddling our thumbs, we definitely won't. Maximum aggression, and yeah, hope it's enough to get the job done. They gain 7 with Atraxa, so certainly Rampaging Frostodon could have been nice to stop that. Does make sense they want to take Ghalta out. Oh, exactly. Whew. That was good. Okay, yeah, Rampaging. Something just cheaper, aggression-wise. Treasure map, I feel like they don't interact a whole lot. They want to just sit back and do their own thing. Cheat out the nasty new Atraxa. Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. Can be hard sometimes for maybe some people to stay positive, especially after loss, losing against a wide range of stuff. That's all right. It's a fact of life for this game, guaranteed. You know, people maybe aren't so inclined to show the losses. I'm not trying to say this is the best thing ever, but I will always try to do my best with this deck. I don't think I've ever made the claim that dinos are the best thing, but yeah, that's about it. That bad stuff can happen. That bad stuff probably will happen to Rampaging. Let's keep playing it safe. Nothing to worry about here. Just the Rampaging Frostodon in our hands. Nothing to see. At the very least, we get Shifting next turn. Regisaur Alpha would be quite nice indeed. We got some options, at least. Again, you can't Fatal Push a Pillar of Origins. You can't make us sacrifice a Pillar of Origins because it's not a creature. I still think this is part of the secret sauce. If you are heavily into a tribe, not a bunch of other creatures, but at least with this variation. Oh, okay. I like this. I like this. Looking good. Interesting. But yeah, heavily into one tribe, not too many other creature types. Pillar of Origins might be the ticket to help you out, especially if those creatures are a little bit more costly. Not a whole lot of tribal decks super costly with maybe enough support to make it worth it. Cats, potentially. Celestia cats, I could see. Looks like they might have that Transmogrify. Or they need to make the oh, no. Because we would block the goblin. They'd lose a creature. Ooh, they're wondering about stuff. They're thinking. Oh, they want to see the pain that's about to be dealt. Certainly getting rid of Ghalta, 100%. I'm sure the queen is going down. Gotta be. That's all right. That's all right. Would have been nice to keep her around, but we still get Shifting next turn. Hasty, in fact. Both of these hasty. Oh boy. I like it. Boom. Regisaur Alpha does the job. My goodness. Fantastic aggression right there. Atraxa doesn't have haste, so we don't have to worry about that swinging at us. And oh, they knew they were done for. All right. Dino King in chat. The Dino King knows that we can't always win the battle, but you can win the war in your mind. Keeping a positive outlook. It's not been so positive at all, but that is a pretty good positive match, I must say. But certainly, Regisaur Alpha, I mean, right there, the explosiveness. If you don't take out Regisaur, you see exactly what happens. Maybe Huntmaster gets Regisaur a little bit earlier. You chain the cost reduction from Marauding and Shifting like I did. Marauding 2 for a 4/3 haste, pretty good. Shifting 3 for 5 power, hasty. Oh my goodness. Crowns all around. Hopefully that means I have good luck opening up this second pack tonight. Oh, what's it going to be? Monumental Facade. Enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. Maybe I should be using stuff that focuses on oil counters because that's where oil comes from, I believe. Dinosaurs buried tens of millions of years ago. So it's kind of a hidden synergy right there. Haymakers all day, the Ghalta way, oy vey, the dinos will slay. Please guys, you must stay. Tonight and today. Hey, hey. But yeah, no lands really, I guess. From Phyrexia All-Be-One, nothing that really stood out to me. Especially this, because it focuses on oil counters. Well, oily dinos, tar dinos, greasy dinos, because we're doing some greasy tricks. Slick tricks. Slick amount of damage that you can't block. It gets right through the opponent because it's flying maybe from Draconic Destiny or Hexproof. You can't target it. It's slick. Those spells just bounce right off. You can target something with Hexproof and it just no. You can try to counter something on the stack that can't be countered, but it just fizzles. So it's kind of like the spell. So, oh, wow. Tonight, my goodness, sticky dinos. Enemies, the dinos will flay. Tonight, today, all day. Not so much flaying with this hand, I mean, I've seen all kinds of variations and I'll continue. But 3 Tyrranax Rexes, tempting. You always run the risk, of course, jamming 4 of these, but I still like it. Oh, I mean, technically that hand was still pretty bad. Okay, we got a hand with 2 lands. My goodness. Well, 3 lands. We're getting there. Almost at 4. Again, it's very surprising not to see something that costs 2. Usually, you would expect 2. Oh, hey, there we go. We got something. This is mono green, though. It does appear to be mono green, and luckily they haven't exploded too fast. It could be Storm the Festival. Maybe. Topiary Stomper. Oof. Well, Draconic Destiny might help us out. Partly, you know. Having something big and flying going right over most of their stuff. Although, yeah, I'm just going to go shifting. Next turn, slap Draconic Destiny on this, and then just kill him in the air. And hope that they don't get Cavalier of Thorns too soon. Cross your fingers. Cavalier of Thorns having reach. That's not going to be fun. Oh, but starting off with the Might Stone in the Weak Stone, that is interesting indeed. What is this craziness going on here? Nothing I would have expected. Well, at the very least, you know, we get Zilortha next turn. That's pretty sweet. Oh. Well, Lair of the Hydra is going to be quite painful, I must say. That's going to be a big creature. Ouch. Yikes. They ball up like pastry. Certainly. Certainly. Now the question is, take 8. Get a swing with Zilortha next turn, hasty. Let me think. Let me think. Definitely they can kill us next turn. Huntmaster, I think we got to stop this 8 damage from Lair of the Hydra, and we can still go with Zilortha. Oh, this is interesting. Well, it would have been nice to go Draconic Destiny plus that, but we can't, sadly. When Ghalta shows, the tears will flow. The opponent will try and build a bridge to get over it. But, I don't have anything. But yes, the tears will happen. Maybe not this particular game. Oh, they got the Cavalier of Thorns. That is not exactly what I want to see. Golly gee. I wish we would be free from getting something. It's probably going to do it, I would imagine. But you can see the basic idea. Draconic Destiny, flying. If they didn't have Cavalier of Thorns, things might have gone our way. Oh, that tends to do the trick. They got Cityscape Leveler. I don't think they had quite enough. Maybe they had enough, but it was going to continue to be quite painful. Sword of Fortune Frontier. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty good against mono green. Mono green too much heaven? Yes, yes, absolutely. It was certainly a big glare, I must say. Rivers of tears, they shiver with fears. Oh dears. I've also liked Rampaging Frostodon. I think that can be pretty decent if you get it early on against mono green. They barf a lot of creatures. Chip away at them. Maybe they don't want to barf too many more creatures, especially if you can get multiples. But maybe they don't have too many. They get a slow start and you get some hits through with Rampaging because it has menace. So chip away. Later on they start dropping stuff, pinging, and makes them think twice about maybe dropping things or completely locking them out. That has happened before. Tyrranax Rex, though, I think we'll cut that good buddy to bring in this. As long as we slap Sword of Fortune Frontier on something, I think that's going to get it done. Oh, trying out the new Nissa. I've wondered about it. Luca Bound to Ruin, the new Luca, definitely probably the best thing for us. This hand is not the best thing for me, though. 1 land. 2, of course, I mean, that would have been quite stunning indeed. Okay, that is certainly much better. But yeah, I think I have a couple copies of that new Nissa. Maybe I'll try it out one day. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Thunderherd Migration. Either way, it was about the same. Playing Pillar of Origins, we get ahead a little bit. Thunderherd Migration, we get ahead. But we take a land out of the deck. We increase the chance of drawing something that isn't a land that could be impactful. And definitely felt good, especially because I have a land here. I get to keep playing them for the first few turns. And yeah, do something like this. Pillar of Origins for 2. And we still have 3 to use for this. Yes, yes. Oh, that was pretty fantastic using it as a thumbnail. I traced around the charging Monstrosaur, added a shadow backdrop against it. I know that thumbnail. I forget exactly what I named it that night, but it's probably like 4 or 5 months ago at this point. Charging Monstrosaur, that's where it's at. I do like it. 5 in a red for a 5/5 trample haste. Pretty fantastic stuff, although this turn of events not so fantastic. Like I was saying, rampaging can get some damage through because of menace. They only have 1 creature that can block. Pretty good. Didn't make sense to attack with a token. Would have just died to the old growth troll, unfortunately. Hopefully we see that Sword of Fortune Frontier coming up. Yeah, oh, the art for charging Monstrosaur there. Absolutely wonderful. Hard to say what might be the scariest dinosaur artwork. Man, that would be a really tough. Oh, like I was saying, multiple rampaging Ferocidons. That can do the trick. They still have 1 thing to block. Boom. They're down to 10. Each creature that enters, they take 2. They can only have 5 more creatures enter the battlefield, and that could be a pretty easy thing to meet. 3-headed giant dino, terrifying. Yeah. I guess probably one of those big primal dinos. Probably something like that, just because they are so big. Zakama, Primal Calamity, very scary stuff. Hopefully this will showcase the power, the niceness of rampaging if they continue to get a bunch of creatures. Okay, Regisaur Alpha, not too bad. Maybe they attack us with a bunch of things. We still could potentially get a bunch of damage through next turn. Possibly a lot, but they see themselves at 8, so they probably don't want to be too aggressive, especially with the rampaging Ferocidons there. Colossal Dreadmaw, of course, is the scariest, absolutely the scariest, but that goes without saying, so. Now. Let's see. They take at least 1 hit from a rampaging. 2 things would block a rampaging, and 1 thing would block Shifting Ceratops might do the trick. Oh, okay. We'll do Castle Garenbrig's ability. So then we have enough to play Shifting, pay 1 to give it haste, and 1 to give it trample, if it makes sense to do so. But I think this might be enough total damage. Like I was saying, with Menace, Rampaging Ferocidon can get through just enough to bring the pain to mono green. I think that does it. 1 rampaging is guaranteed to get through. Oh. Okay. 10, 2, 10. Oh, so what am I thinking? I forgot about Lair of the Hydra. I always forget about the Manland. Oh, and Portal to Phyrexia tends to do the trick. Nuts. That Cavalier did have lifelink, sadly. But you saw kind of how it could have worked. Rampaging did chip away, and Rampaging stopped the life gain that they would have gotten. We could have won with Sword of Fortune Frontier. Sadly, we did not see it in the top 12. Yeah, the top 12 cards. Yeah, can't win them all, but that's okay. Definitely, I think tonight a sweeper is in order. Watch me face all control after control after control, if and when I do bring in a sweeper. Yeah, that's all right. Oh, good effort. Always try my best, doing my best, and never hiding the not so nice moments. You get the good with the bad here. Control dinos. Ooh. Ton of black, I must say. Definitely. Some sort of control dinos. That would be pretty nice. Making creatures on the opponent's side, creature tokens, rampaging Ferocidon, pinging and chipping away that way. Yeah. Hard to say exactly. I still think I'm going to keep trying with this variation, maybe making slight tweaks, but again, you want to get a big sample size, whether it's dinos, whatever list it is. Keep powering through. Good times, good games will happen. You'll see a lot of wacky things along the way, but you put that into perspective, and it will work out. But I'll leave it there for tonight. Rotting Regisaur and kill spells, aggro dinos. Oh, I gotta do Rotting Regisaur. There's too much fun stuff. Even with just playing one deck, paralyzed by choices, especially your guys' choices. A lot of good stuff. Yeah, just trying lists out as well. Any of your suggestions, usually I'll be up for it. At least a couple matches, a best of one potentially. But yes, thanks for the matches, thanks for watching. Right now, later on, whenever it is, hopefully you get some good sleep, and maybe I put you to sleep, which also isn't so bad. Fun times, yes. Have a nice rest of your time zone. Actually, I think I'm going to start saying that because a lot of you guys are in different time zones. That is good. Alrighty. Peace. Have a good one, and hopefully see you soon. Sooner rather than later.